Well, welcome to the OG Minifan show, minus Steve from Providence week, which in turn means it's me, RA, Tim, and that handsome gentleman up there, Kevin from Bristol. What is going on, guys?
Woohoo! Hi, beautiful.
What's up?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, what a handsome fucking crowd this is. Minus myself. What's new? What's the fucking hubbub? Kevin, you were just on a nice dating show.
Double deal.
I talked a lot of penis and vagina, balls, tits, nipples, threesomes, orgies, ass play. We covered a lot of male, female deli meats hanging out.
Good thing to know. Me and RA saw a nice fruit basket last week. I'm glad we didn't see it this week.
Yeah, I don't know who had that. Must be an early Christmas present.
Tim and Canton's Vineyard.
Sack of plum.
The goat.
Hey, quick breaking news, guys. Sorry to interrupt, but Gary Callahan is sitting next to me, and he just showed me a tweet from the Kirk Minihan show account that said 8 a.m., and that's all it said.
Ooh.
Fucking nice. See, Razor, come on. We're good luck.
Thank you, Gary. And by the way, that discount code for Gary Callahan at Dunkin' Donuts is GA. What is it, Gary?
2 R's.
GARRY. Gary.
Nice. Gary.
So there'll be sort of.
I'm jerking off RA.
No, I got it right here. Hang on. All right, just bend down a little bit. Oh, well.
He's drinking my golden shower.
Do it.
Let's see it. So it looks like a big, some sort of update or announcement tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Well, get something at 8 a.m. That's good to know. I see it now.
I hope it's that we hear that Kirk's doing well and he's healthy and.
The giant 8 with the little A and the M next to it.
Did you guys catch DC with Adam Minihan?
No.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, I listened to it, Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think at first I picked on DEC for not even once mentioning or asking the question if there's any news at all, but I have a strong feeling that it was part of the do not touch list. Other than that, I did enjoy it. It was nice.
I agree.
I've enjoyed having some content from different people during this time of Kirklessness.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's also nice that I saved a bunch of stuff, so when I truly get busy, I can listen to it. You know what I mean? So like I'm like a fucking squirrel come fall, take all the little nuts and hide them on the fucking places. Take off the mouth and take them all out, fucking acorns, and wait, and then listen to it. So
it was a very well done podcast. And I'm with you, Kevin. I didn't really expect Adam to talk much about Kirk, if at all. So that doesn't surprise me either.
I thought DC would have asked the one question. Are we heading in the right direction? Are we doing okay? The fact that he didn't, I realized was on purpose.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
respect all the privacy of the family.
Exactly.
I appreciated the stories from Adam. He's also like Steve from Providence. Adam is very he's down on himself. He's clearly saying, I'm not an interesting Minihan. I'm not the talented one.
Yeah, he said that a few times.
I'm not the funny one. It's like, but he had good stories. We give a shit about.
And I thought it was very, very respectful. We all think of Kirk as the Kirk Minihan show, but the guy's got a family, and that's what comes first. Middle, and last. And I thought that was very respectful that they didn't talk about that, and they talked about something different. And Adam was pretty interesting. I got a big kick out of his stories, and I also thought his what do you call it? His honesty about his own addictions and the stuff he had been through. I thought it was great.
I would never believe that he's the black sheep Minihan.
Right.
I assumed it was Kirk. It was not. He's the Kirk and the younger brother, Ryan, were closer, and Adam was more, the lost sheep.
The black sheep, like he said, home. He never wanted to be home. He's a middle child. I don't know what that's like. I'm the middle child of my brothers, but not middle of the whole family. But middle children are different. They tend to do their own thing, and I could see where it's coming from. He didn't want to be around. But at that age, you don't realize that it's okay to be around family. You want to do your own thing. And he admitted to that. He was more interested in getting drunk and getting high. And I thought they did a really good job.
I was happy to hear that he pulled his act together, got back in the good graces, and had a good bunch of years with his family before his mom and dad passed away. Yeah. I think that that's something that would haunt you the rest of your life if you didn't fix that shit.
The only thing comes someone who has two older brothers. You always want to put similarities on the middle one's that like Tim Ken's, the middle one's the problem child. It's not always the truth. Not always the truth.
Definitely different. Definitely different. Not always the problem, but definitely different.
But everybody, again, we all, my brothers and I, we all have there's some similarities there, but we're all our own individual persons. So,
are you the baby, TJ?
I am the youngest. Yes.
He's the baby. Oh, Jesus. And by the way, I'm just the middle of my brothers. I'm one of 9, so I'm not the middle of the family. Yeah. Hey,
you ever crashed porn?
Nope.
Excuse me for a second, but your mouth have been torn open. Jesus, 9 of them.
Your dad's a machine.
In 11 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No wonder.
9 in 11 years.
You have a ball sack like a watermelon.
Hey, well, you know that. You've seen it. So I told you, Kevin, it's full of sperm. That I get from my father. It must have been fucking potent. I don't know. He died early.
Impregnating chicks miles away.
He's got a cum bazooka.
I once said of Kevin, he could social distance and still impregnate someone. I guess it holds true for Tim and Canton.
Get the joie de vivre. Yeah. So
hey, next time, pour me a shot of that stuff next time I'm with you. I want to see what that
wouldn't be the first time it was in a cup, Kevin.
Good for you.
So the one thing I was pissed with Adam about is that he had a lot of his own stories and dates and names, and now I'm pissed because I probably have to create a Adam Minihan notebook. Yeah. A supplemental to the KMX book.
Just in case. You never know.
But he downplayed himself, but he had good stuff. He had good material.
Excellent.
And DEC is one of the better. Unlike me, he's calculated. He's well spoken. He's the straight man. He lets everybody else have their chance. They were good together. It was a nice little piece of action before the real guy gets back.
I can't wait.
He does a great job of getting content out of people. He's very, like you said, Kevin. He's got a great voice. He puts you at ease. He gets you to open up a little bit, and then open a little bit more. Next thing you know, you're fully exposed.
He might be able to get someone to come over to his van and help him find his puppy that he lost.
He doesn't even need to say he has candy, right?
No. It's fizzing. It's this. So is fizzing for a reason. Don't worry about it.
No, he does a really good job. I thought
just take a sip.
It was excellent.
Just take a sip. Hey, no, it says free movies right on the side of the van. Free movies, and I got free candy too.
I've got some candy and puppies in here, and I think I'd like to have some children come in and do some coloring, maybe a self-portrait.
Except it's changed from, in the past it was watch out for those steel Tootsie Rolls to now the line is a guy driving by in the van. Hey, do you want to be on a podcast?
Well,
okay, mister.
I got a little bit less of a breaking news, but we will not be joined by R.A. Minihan for the rest of the evening. Apparently a transformer blew in his neighborhood and blew everything out. So wherever he lives, it's on fire. And
wait, the Transformers are here and they're gay and they're blowing people?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's it. Optimus Prime.
Definitely Megatron will be doing
Megatron. Cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Boy. Take it where you can get it. Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I can say that I spent the better half of the day hanging out with another Minifan today.
Really?
That being Mr. Ned Snark.
I was going to say, let's do the guessing game.
Yeah.
Ned Snark.
Well, cat's out of the bag. Yeah.
Nice guy.
Jesus Christ. What a handsome guy. It's hard to look away. Yeah, we had a coffee and a sandwich this morning. We hung out at his digs for a minute. And it was pretty good. What a day. Incredible 75-degree beach day.
That's awesome.
So he had come up. So the whole
one of the better fans I've ever met.
so the whole mashup that you had organized, TJ, and I don't know if you organized with Ned, so I want to give him credit if there is any due, but you organized that mashup, that another main mashup. So the impetus to that was Ned was coming home, right, to visit family for a little bit.
Yeah. So we started that after Madawaska. We were like, we got to get something going. If you're coming up, you know, in the middle of the summer, then we should have a little thing, you know, just the Minifans come up, whatever, whoever. And then they announced Socko. So that was kind of like, okay, we'll do Socko. But Ned was still coming up. So I was like, all right, well, let's ask a few people and head down to a local bar where he is and just get together. So a good 8 of us showed up. And it's a big crowd. But it was fun either way. It was
anything special happened that night? Maybe on Periscope?
Justin, let's go to the tape and maybe Kevin from Bristol can we found a phone on the beach. Why don't we just go to the tape? This is pretty it's pretty telling.
You can't go sit at the bar. You can sit at the restaurant. You can sit at the bar. Why?
I wouldn't sit on those benches.
I'm gonna go sit on those benches.
I'm gonna go lick those benches.
Fucking go lick them.
Oh. Hello, COVID.
Don't.
Lick the bench. All right.
I said don't. You know, and here we go.
Alrighty.
I mean,
oh boy.
So just to give you, that was not the whole video. I have to save some of that. So I don't want to dox have
for court.
Yeah.
Is that going to be into it? So is that are those? I couldn't really see. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone. Is that a couple of Minifans? A couple of lady Minifans?
No. So Rich
that
Mandarin
was not Allison from Boston.
No, it was not. Rich Mandarin found tripped over a cell phone on the beach, and he gave it to me. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah, it was unlocked. I don't know if you guys deal with this.
Come on.
Usually it was unlocked. So I had the text. It said husband. And I had the text written out saying, hey, whoever's phone this is, I found it. It's going to be at the Brunswick. I don't know, if someone realizes that after the fact they can't get a hold of someone, then it becomes a panic situation. So as soon as I hit about to send, somebody calls me on Messenger. It was that one of the girls. And they came running on. She went off about COVID-19 like you wouldn't believe. Like it's all fake. And then she ran over to the bench and started licking it.
And I'm still stunned.
Regardless of COVID, a homeless guy blew a load on that bench. Another homeless guy shit in the load.
Someone vomited on it.
Shat his pants on there, slept in it. So
it's unbelievable.
I'm still shocked that the phone was unlocked. What?
Yeah.
I guess that's where it all starts.
Did you go through the pictures?
No, me and Mandarin, I took a quick selfie of us, so they'd always have the picture of us. And then
see how times have changed. Remember in the old days, you find a camera, you take a dick pic. Now we do selfies and give a camera back.
Oh, when she was coming up towards us, she was like, "Ah!" I had my shorts like up, and I was going like this. I'm taking pictures.
Attaboy.
Of course, it wouldn't show anything. So, but yeah,
now,
I mean that.
Anything else special happened that night?
So, and then we did a few other periscopes that night. I had to try to win Rich Mandarin a new stuffy. And I went.
Now, can you talk a little bit about why it was important to win a new stuffy for Rich?
Well, Rich kind of likes to have sex with stuffed animals. So
wait, now does that make him a furry or just
is he a furry? A stuffed
animal fucker?
Or he's a furry fucker.
Furry fucker. That's what I would think it would be.
Well, furries get dressed up, right?
Yes.
Wait, so hold on, TJ. Is he fucking a furry, a person in a costume,
no,
actual stuffed animals?
He might show up at your shop one day and be like, "Hey, do you have any of those Mickey Mouse?"
I love that Kevin. We finally stunned Kevin.
Yes.
The idea of somebody in a uniform, I dig.
Right.
So,
you ever see that documentary? It's amazing.
We did the ring toss. We tried to do the ring toss. Couldn't win shit there.
Actually,
I went 7 for 7 on the balloon popping.
I saw you popping balloons. You were impressive.
And then I ended up on the top of a rusted the fuck Ferris wheel on the top, opening packs of cards. Gross. And I can tell you, that's the most scared I've been in a long time. Now, him and I sitting next to that little teacup thing, and it starts. He's telling me not to laugh, and that thing's swaying back and forth She's one more sway from falling, and I'm going straight, 180 feet down into the sand.
And so I have a couple questions for you.
I'm sure you do.
Did you see Steve and I know this is stuff we usually talk about after the show, but did you see Steve and Kevin's appearance on Menace to Midnight?
I did not. I did not catch it because
now there were a couple comments made that I have a question about. Steve also had seen that Periscope. As you know, he and I were not there, so we saw the Periscope. Steve estimated there was roughly, Kevin, what was it? 600. Thank you. 600 pounds of meat and flesh in that one carriage. True or false?
False.
Okay. He also gave you a compliment. Kevin, if you remember what the compliment was?
For a bigger guy, TJ smells effervescent. He's very clean smelling.
Very clean smelling.
Yeah.
He was. I think he was a little bit surprised by that, TJ.
So who said that?
Steve from Providence.
Oh yeah, he rode in my truck once. I'm like, how did the fuck did he get close enough?
Yeah, because I was saying, in a hot car with a big guy.
I mean,
smell like
come waft this. Come waft it up. You know what I mean?
He said,
take a good sniff.
He said for a bigger guy, TJ smells very nice, and he told the truck story.
Listen, no one wants to smell
you would have
bad.
smelled like a homeless guy took a shit in a rotten ham sandwich. But I said you look like a clean guy. You look well.
I did say that, Kevin.
You said that for being a big guy, it's tough. It's not easy. You have to shower 4 times a day. It's tough.
Kevin did say he thought that you were very regular on your cleanliness and that you made sure to be clean a lot.
Bigger guys have to make sure to take care of themselves and take care of their hygiene more often. I mean, skinny people can go, like, I had a friend of mine who was like, when did you shower last? Oh, like 6-7 days ago. What the fuck is wrong with you? You got swamp ass. Oh, had a really bad time
easier.
today.
When I was younger, it was easier. So now you open the packs with Mandarin, who, by the way, I got to give you kudos. We all know Rich Mandarin.
Kudos.
Yes. Look at the words I'm using tonight. I heard effervescence tonight, too. You got Rich Mandarin on camera. That's like seeing a baby pigeon, as I've said before. It's almost like they don't exist.
Yes, they don't.
How did you get him to do that?
This is the 3rd or 4th time I got him on camera. Remember?
Yes, you were opening packs in the car or the truck.
Yep. We got a nice ass shot of him.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Rich is a really good guy. Let's just put it that way. He doesn't like the camera. Does not like the camera. No.
So
I didn't say that.
Like seeing a newborn seahorse when you see Rich Mandarin on camera.
Jeez, yeah, it's awful rare. But we had a good time up there. Just shooting the shit. It was me, Giggs, Tony, Warren, RA, LK, and Mandarin, and Ned, and Ned's beautiful wife. So
and the Mrs. Ned went. Now, is there any truth to the daughters being around, or was that at Saco?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't inquire to Ned's daughters. I think they're a lot younger than I am.
All right. So I think it was as Al Michael would say, that was a farcical story.
It might have been our other co-host who had a transformer blew up in his neighborhood. Mm-hmm. He might have had a little. Well, ask us a couple questions, but
I don't want to start rumors, but his name was mentioned on tweets about talking to someone in the Snark family, which is not their real name, but so maybe they weren't there. And so Ned, so getting back to Mr. and Mrs. Snark, so they're here through the week just visiting, and you were able to go out and have a little coffee and spend some time.
Yeah, absolutely. It was it was good. It's good to see him and just like any of you guys, you ever come up to me? Just give a call.
So,
not a big deal.
And the reason I bring it up is like Kevin has been saying, and I've seen people tweeting out that as crazy as we all are, people really have made friendships, and enjoy each other's company and reach out. Like I'm saying, Gary Callahan is sitting here in the garage with me, although I have to admit I've known him for 30 years. But there's other people who have I've done the same. I've had a beer with Kevin. I know we didn't connect. I don't want to say hook up because that implies we were gonna, try to make babies. But
I'm down for either. But yep.
Yeah, I know. I knew you would. I stopped by your store one day. You weren't around, but Jesus, I couldn't have got a better invite to come back. I almost wanted to turn around and go back to the store, but you would have been closed. But Kevin, who have you met outside of an event? Have you gotten together with anybody, or have you caught up with anybody in this?
Just people coming by the store. There's a guy, John. I don't want to give out his last name. He's been by a couple times. Really nice guy. Had some good conversations. He brought in a couple things. What's his name? People come in the store have been like, "Oh, Blind Mike's dad came in the store."
Yes, I knew who came in.
There's another guy with the glasses. Travis came in. And I gotta say, the people that came in, they walk in, they're a little, out of place, disoriented, and then it's like I almost have to reel them over to the register. Like, come over here, come join me. You're safe with me. These are people that would be normally strolling into a children's consignment store.
Yes.
So when they come in, I immediately know. I say to myself, I can tell that's one of mine. That's one of mine.
That's what they got that look.
We do. We're a bunch of
misfits.
Yeah, we're a little odd, but I think all of our hearts are in the right place. We're all a little funny in the head, and that works. That works.
And I think someone said last week that it was I don't know, I forget who it was. Something about being pathetic.
There was some tweet or something.
And with that being said, you know what, guys, that shit doesn't bother me that much.
No,
I'm not pathetic. I'll hang out with you. I'll hang out with you. I'll hang out with you. Outside of this world, and we probably have plenty to talk about. Not concerning the show or this world in particular.
You and I talk all the time.
Kevin from Bristol tweeted at me the other day, and this is the question I had for him tonight. How come you didn't pull the trigger on the 86, 87 Fleer?
I was second in line.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you didn't see his response.
Somebody was selling it,
Someone
and I said he's available, and the lady said the sale is pending. If they don't show up within 24 hours, you're next. And I was like, I'll come right now.
How much were they?
The whole box?
Yes.
300.
Yeah, but that's still not bad. Not bad. You didn't see
it follow up.
It's amazing.
They go for $1,700 a pack.
I know. A pack?
300. Yes.
Wait. We got to save that for the pack Periscope.
Oh no! I'm not opening $1,700 per packs of cards.
You have to understand, just by dumb luck, when she posted that locally, I answered within 15 minutes, and I was like, oh please God, tell me someone didn't get in before the first 15 minutes, but someone did. And here's the crazy thing: at some point, she hit me up and she said the sale is pending. I'm not sure if they're going to make it. And I was just so I was like, I don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. It's like, of course. What do you do, TJ? What would you do? Do you rip them open and hope for the Jordan?
No way. At that point, I think you keep the packs and you send them out to be graded. You can grade the pack unopened. And again, the one I saw, excuse my burps. The one I saw
Justin's
online,
us off.
I think it was $1,700 for the one pack of graded cards.
But did anybody buy it?
Oh, I don't know.
Someone bought it ahead of me. But here's the thing, TJ, I would open packs till I got myself a nice Jordan, and then I would stop. But I'd have to have the Jordan. I'd want the Jordan.
Well, just to give you a little sneak peek, Saturday when we went down to the Minifan event, and we all, a few of us stuffed our holes full of clams and shrimp at Ken's place. I stopped at that flea market, and I opened a pack of cards.
Was the guy working that you usually buy them from?
Yes.
Or was he not there that day?
It's funny that you kind of look like him. Not gonna lie.
What do you think this is covering?
Yeah.
Except my chin's not.
Yeah. No, he's a nice guy.
Buy a lot of baseball cards here. I can give you a discount.
Kevin, I bought a pack of cards. I opened them, and I got what they call as a pop 5. That means there's only like five made in the whole world. Pat Mahomes rookie card that was signed and autographed. and it's already been sent out to be graded. And if it comes back, it's, thousands of dollars.
Really?
Thousands. Yeah. So very happy to have that.
So you got that at the flea market?
Hold on. In my mind, the reason I said really, you're wearing baseball hats. I immediately thought you meant the Twins old player, Pat Mahomes, the pitcher.
His dad.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't realize
Pat
you meant
Mahomes
the
is second. The football player.
Yes,
is
that's
worth
a much
lot
better
of money.
card. Holy shit! Yeah, wow.
So I got that. Signed autograph. It's really nice. I mean, I've been collecting.
No! Vortex alert! Vortex alert!
Thousands of cards.
Kevin.
Some of these are worth like $400.
For me, I'm going in. My head is.
Oh, speaking of Vortex, let me do something really quick. I said I had a special announcement for the show tonight.
Oh yeah.
And before any more gigantic monumental news comes out of the Kirk Minihan show, let me do this. Hold on one second.
Must be serious.
I'll take a page out of Quantum Week Chris.
Please tell me you're going to imitate
do a bit of Karnak.
And I love Chris. Tell me you're going to do an imitation of him.
Not of him. I'm gonna try to do his Johnny.
The best.
What do these three things have in common? Benny's, Autocrat coffee milk, Narragansett beer.
They're all shit products from Rhode Island.
I've got the envelope.
They're all people from Rhode Island are proud of that everybody else shits on.
I'd rather drink my own piss than Narragansett.
Right? They're all best of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
The Just Ducky people. The Minifans went bananas. And this is the result of this fucking wonderful world.
Congrats,
best
brother.
That's
Rhode
awesome.
Island's
2020
best of Rhodey. So it wasn't even best of Bristol County. It's best of Rhodey.
Wow, I'm the East Bay winner, but still, it is. It's because of this world. These fucking people, these fucking maniacs, which I'm one of, who were all spawned. We all were shat out of the golden asshole of Kirk Minihan. And what do? We help each other most of the time. 99% of us help each other. And this is. I'm so thankful. I'm so fucking happy. You guys have no idea. I'm a little tiny hole in the wall store. I'm just good to people as far as my customers go, and they like that. And the Minifans, of course, like I said, shoveled my ass out of a hole. So fucking awesome.
That's great. Congratulations. So, can you get in trouble for voting multiple and exponentially multiple times for that? This isn't.
I think
like
everyone does.
Election, right? Okay.
I think everyone,
yeah,
they try to keep
all their friends and
they
stuff.
keep it from going out of control by just having you vote once per your email. If you have 2 emails, I guess your 2 votes is Yeah. But I think that's known to everyone will do that. So
okay, so my 20 emails was okay. My 20 accounts.
Wow, that's incredible.
Delete.
Yeah, that's great.
That is
all right, Kevin, I have a question for you. So you spent some time in Hollywood, not Bollywood, but Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you definitely have a knack. I remember you. I almost forgot. I was gonna say when you get on, hello Dorian. I remember those days when you've created many characters from back in the EEI days, right?
Yeah.
But I finally figured out who you sound like to me.
Oh, what is it? This would be something.
Kevin Walken. Christopher Walken. Kevin Walken.
Oh.
Christopher Walken. Do you get that at all?
No.
Really?
In fact, my wife says my impersonation of him is garbage.
No shit. I think you sound like him. Some of the words you say, I'm like, now I know who it is. It's Christopher Kevin Walken. Yeah.
TJ.
Not at all.
And Tim will be in your driveway later on tonight.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible. But
no, it's not. It's pretty good.
I don't really see it with him that much. I mean, when he starts doing it, I can do it.
Little man, let me tell you something about myself.
That's a little more Italian than Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
But so
It's like a cross between Rocky Balboa and Christopher Walken.
It's
what it is.
It's the Italian. It's Chrissy Walken. So you're talking about what do you call it? Calls that you've made, parody calls, and the different ones that you've done. I'm feeling the Kevin Walken at some point is got to be a parody caller.
Oh, I'll shine it up first. I'll shine it up and try it.
All right, take the watch and shove it up your ass.
You know who you can impersonate the best. Now, who is it? Like a celebrity. You.
Oh,
you must be able to impersonate someone that you know the best. Like you've done it in the mirror plenty of times. You know what I mean? I've tried several times to impersonate.
I know you. All right, TJ, I like that question. Yeah, Kevin. We've all got one. So, Kevin, who is it that you do a great impression of? And it doesn't like remember Gilbert Godfrey would go on Howard Stewart starting to do Georgie Giselle. Like nobody knows the guy been dead 100 years, and he's doing some random Georgie Giselle. He just go on and on. So there's, like TJ said, there's got to be some rando character that you can do perfect.
I had a friend who would always go around saying, "Everybody gather around. I'm going to do my Lou Gossett Jr. impersonation," and everyone's like, we didn't really know what he sounds like. That was his whole bag.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, because you know the name, but what the hell does he sound like?
Mm-hmm. Iron Eagles 2. Other than that, you don't. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I more do my own voices than I would do a version of Owen Wilson that might sound something like this. And if he was one of those guys who was like, I'm Owen Wilson, and my voice is really kind of like Kermit the Frog and whatnot.
Close.
Not bad.
You might call it a hopa or a chapel.
There you go. You ever see Bottle Rocket?
Bottle Rocket. I love Bottle Rocket.
Isn't that a great movie? Okay, that's where I'm hearing your voice from, Bottle Rocket.
I do my, which Kirk hates, but I mean, I got my version of Morgan Freeman. I used to be pretty good at it, but Kirk never seemed to appreciate it. I guess that's okay. Guys like me, we only come around once every 5-6 years.
See,
pretty goddamn good. That is pretty
good. That's not bad at all. I like
all
that.
Right. Yeah. When I really tweak it, I can find the Morgan Freeman.
You have to do it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. The more you do it, the more you just saturate your inner cock with
it. So, TJ, who was yours?
I was more of a physical comedy guy.
Okay.
And think of the fat physical comedy guys that you know, and you're gonna know exactly who it is.
Chris Farley, Van down by the river.
That's exactly what it is. Exactly. He couldn't have been more.
Wait, I would love to see TJ.
My name is Matt Foley.
On the table right now.
I live in a van down by the river. Yes. So
not bad. Now stand up and adjust the belt. Let's see if you get it all down.
Oh no, we can't do that yet. Another time. Let's save for another
time. Not bad.
So I once dressed for my family, just my family, dressed up in that garb during Halloween, and I had them crying, laughing.
Hell yeah.
I did not bust through a window. I did not bust through a table, but like when I was younger, the thing was you'd be in a crowd and you just fall on purpose. And people were like, "Oh, is he all right?" You're fine. But a good friend of mine used to we'd be the roller skating, and he'd just dive in front of like a crowd of 5 people. And we were 13, 14 years old.
Yep.
But man, did that cause a ruckus. He actually broke his friend's arm doing it.
But I know exactly. The physical comedy is great. Yes.
The physical comedy for me was absolutely the best. And Chris Farley was one of him and Belushi were, incredible. I mean, they made me fucking tear up all the time. So, yeah, it's too bad we lost Chris a long time ago.
Yeah, the Chippendales dance routine with Patrick Swayze.
SNL. Back when SNL was funny.
That was gold, man.
He had so many good ones. And you know who else? The other day, somebody I saw it on Twitter. Who I really missed was Phil Hartman.
Oh yeah,
Jesus, was he good? I mean, it's going to be turning into the Saturday Night Live show here in a minute, but from good, literally from like 88 till about 88 till about 99, right about time Will Ferrell came around.
Yeah,
that was the best of Saturday Night Live, the absolute best.
Right now, Phil Phil Hartman, if he was around today, would be the great, like, funny, like, dad in a movie who would just be like, you know, he would be so in a zone right now.
Sitting down his daughter saying, "Honey, I want to talk to you about having your period."
Remember when he did the colon blow?
Yeah, that's cereal. No, colon blow. Was that? Oh yeah, that's right.
That definitely was
equivalent to 1,000 bowls of Raisin Bran.
Colon blow is great.
So I hate to say it, but the only imitation I can do halfway decent is Elephant Boy from Howard Stern.
Oh, let's hear it.
I don't think I can do it right now. And the other one, do you guys used to listen to Stern?
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to be able to do Baby Al Pacino. Remember the guy who used to call in and be Baby Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Give me a bottle. Beverly D'Angelo's, give me a bottle. I used to be able to do that. I can't do it anymore. God. But I called in once as Elephant Boy to Kirk just because I knew he'd love it. And I have to work up to it. But sadly, that is the only imitation I can do spot on. And my wife was a big Stern fan, and it even made her laugh. Like Kevin, you were saying about finding somebody that you connect with.
Yeah.
I knew, there were a lot of things about my wife that I knew that was going to be her. But the fact that she would laugh when I would do Elephant Boy or Baby Al Pacino, I'm like, how can I not marry somebody who laughs at something this stupid?
I could tell my wife, like, Elmo wants a blowjob.
I forget.
You're fucking insane, but you're getting a blowjob. That was great.
I should have known right there that Elmo was my should have been your go-to. Damn, is that funny? Holy shit.
I had fun. Well, Kirk had fun with Elmo back in the day. He used to ask for him. I think Kirk got a kick out of Elmo being inappropriate.
I mean, I can tell you that for both of you guys, because I never called because I don't have the balls to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why you never did. You're a funny guy.
I didn't have I couldn't even think of a subject. I'd be like, you know what it reminds me of?
But only Kirk can make that funny.
Did you ever see the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's calling. She's like, hello, and he's like,
That's you.
That's exactly what I would have done. You know what I mean? But I would sit there in the parking lot of my then office building and wait for you guys to call and be like, okay, oh my God, he's coming right up. Hang on. All right, now listen to it. And then I go in. And then I put on my radio behind me.
Yeah, there were certain guys that they would say on the air, I got coming up next or on hold we have, and I'd be like, I can't get out of my truck. And
you're stuck.
So since you brought it up, TJ, and I wish Steve was on to talk about this too, because we've mentioned it before, but Kevin, and Adam mentioned this. He said that I want to get your experience with Chris Curtis, because Adam mentioned on DEC show that he thought Chris was one of the nicest guys, totally into the show, really loved Kirk. And I, who knows when he said that stuff about Kirk just recently, who knows where that came from. But he seemed like and Kirk would always say how much he actually liked Chris Curtis. Now, Kevin, what was because I had my own interactions with Curtis, which I can talk about, but how were your interactions? Because I know at one point Dorian Hungwell got suspended, but how was, because you were also, a lot of people don't know, you actually co-hosted the show with Kirk.
Well, I was in studio a few times just for a segment. But I'll say this: Chris on the phone was awesome. He was a sweetheart. He was nice. Same. He was patient. He was just like a genuine, really nice guy. And when I went in the studio, same thing. He was. See, I was in once with Sausage there, and Sausage didn't really pay attention to me. And Chris was nice. I was in once with Ken Laird, and same thing. It was always Chris who was the nice guy, the guy who'd go out of his way to, do you want a drink? Sit over here. Come into the little studio booth, and you can watch the show while you wait. He was really nice on the phone. He was really nice. When he turned on me, it was before he turned on Kirk. I was like, Chris, I am doing a whole bit right now that's fucking awesome, and I promise you, I've made this whole bit so there's no innuendo. There's nothing, and he was just such a dick to me. And I'm sure he was getting pressure from someone else, maybe Zarbano, but he wasn't. I saw him turn like this, and just.
Was it anything in particular that, because Kirk brought it up too, where he said, why the hell haven't we heard from Captain Hungwell? And he's like, we're not doing that anymore. Did he tell you there was anything in particular that he thought? Because I have my own experience in that sense.
Yeah, he once he told me like listen, no you can't say these words, can't say they gave me so many parameters. It just got smaller and smaller. Hungwell, a lot of Hungwell was cut, and Kirk would fucking flip. He's like, that didn't get aired. He's like, there was nothing wrong with that. But the last few times I called, he's like, dude, I can't let you on at all. I don't care what you have to say. I wrote an acapella song for Kirk. I had a Hungwell skit. I was gonna do Kirk's last day. I had like 4 calls lined up, and they were fucking awesome. And he wouldn't let me on once. And like I said, I know he was under pressure from someone else, but I promised him, I was like, listen, nothing that I'm going to do is going to get you in trouble. I made all my skits, G-rated.
Yeah, safe for him.
You know, the thing is, you can be the nicest guy in the world, but doesn't matter how nice you are. You can still just be for yourself. So no matter what happened, you know.
Well, see, I understood that he couldn't let me on, but like I said, he just turned like he flipped a switch and he was a cock to me. And I was like, wow,
that sucks.
Like, where's the nice guys? Hey, listen, I'm really sorry, Kev. I can't, I
should have asked to be an intern.
Yeah, he would have fucked me.
But Kevin, you called in as you've called in as Kevin from Bristol, I remember.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that you called in as?
Elmo?
Yeah. No, I was Captain Hungwell, Elmo, Morgan Freeman,
Captain Dorian Hungwell, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
there was and what I would do too, that I would call in some days when they just talk to some random person or about a random person, I'd call in as that person. You know, if they were talking about someone in the news, like let's say talking about
Ben Carson,
Cuomo, I'd be like, this is Cuomo, you know. I would just try to like feed their. I try to be part of the show. If they were talking about someone, I'd call in as that person. Yeah, and I never
would do a great job of bringing that out. Like, oh, really, Ben Carson?
Yes.
Yeah. So you listen to our show. That's the beauty. That's how talented he is. So after he really cut you down to the bone on the Hungwell stuff, was that it? Is that when you stopped? Not even as like Kevin from Bristol.
Yeah,
because I remember at the end, didn't hear from you much.
After that, it was pretty much he knew my fucking number. It was like I got put right on hold. There was a time where I'd call in, and I was put right on. Who's that? Doc Gooden? Who's that?
This is Doc Gooden.
It's Doc.
I tried to do it quick so you wouldn't see if you noticed. But
I know his niece. Her name is Latois. Very nice woman. Very nice.
What's her name?
Kevin, I had a Latois. Yeah, I know.
Okay, it's weird.
I know.
When I was
super nice.
Missing a T. Good.
yeah.
Silent. It's silent.
I'm glad you made it French and not Scottish.
So Kevin, I got suspended once for I think Chris said like 2 weeks. I forget what I had said, but he said I went over the line. So he said, "No, why don't you just take a break for a couple of weeks and call back?" But I'm with you. Chris was always great when I would call in. He put me right on. And, obviously, Mutt, but my whole thing was never Mutt. It was the casting couch. Yeah. And as soon as they get your number in the phone bank, they can see who's calling. He'd pick right up and say, "All right, Tim, hang on 1 second." And Kirk or Jerry would put it right up. But after that one time, when I got quote unquote suspended, which was hilarious, and I called my friends and said, "You would not believe what just happened. I'm a loser prank caller, and I just got suspended from calling the show." But I'm with you. He was always really, really good, and then things just started to change, and it was, you get the, "Hey Tim, not today. Hey Tim, we're not taking calls on this."
And maybe it was the sauce, Tim.
Segment.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Once you end the sauce, it's he gets a little bit. You get a little bit.
I don't know.
Testy.
His instincts, because he'd always let Steve on, Kevin on. If you Kevin that lived in his car, he'd always let that guy. I think let him on. Remember, he had the woman down the Cape who was like, "Send me a limo," and they sent her a limo, but she wouldn't come in. He had great instincts, and maybe it was Kirk helping him with that, but he definitely changed. I don't think it was Chris, but there was one time I called in and I said something, and then they called me back, and I was like, why are you calling me? Why are you calling me back? And they chastised me. I was like, go fuck yourself. I'm a prank caller. You seriously calling me on a show that you asked for people to call from? It wasn't Chris. It was somebody else. I wish I could remember who it was, but I always remember it was in my car on the way to work. Like, wow, I've really hit a new low or an unbelievable high. That a radio station called me back to say, don't call again.
I would say guys like Mutt was like a genuine, genuine good person. Thick skin. You could say
Seems
anything
like a nice
to him
guy.
about him and he would roll with it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love guys who can take it.
He was that fucking side of cow in a fucking Rocky movie in a meat locker.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, could he take a punch?
Yeah, I know.
But he was the one who always went with the joke, like who played the trombone. He did the games. He seems like such a nice guy.
Trombone, great handle. Much
trombone.
Oh man!
So do you think? So do you guys think it's the real Curtis that's on with Greg now, or do you think it's just the Curtis that wants his job, wants to keep his job?
And I've called in from a different number, and I've gotten Curtis, and I got put on hold twice. I didn't get through, but I'm talking to a joyless man. When I used to call before, he was into it. You know what I mean? He really was having a good time at his job.
Say, hey, what
I could get. Yeah.
Yep. He'd sometimes even coach me and say, hey, don't forget, Mutt said this. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Because I was always walking my dog. Can't remember. I never wrote anything down contrary to what Mutt would say. But you're right. Chris was really, like, again, it was like he got it and he was into it. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe it was management or something. But things definitely changed, which is too bad because he was he was funny.
Honestly, listening to Steve from Providence call up and talk about Carter Manansky was
the best.
My God. Oh, awesome. How fucking great was that? That was awesome.
Steve is hands down, no competition, the best Mutt caller ever. Because he didn't do it all the time. He'd pick his spots. He always did great.
And Mutt took it like a champ. Mutt took it like a champ.
Jesus. Man,
I always remember his line about bringing the groceries home and Carter couldn't wait, so he'd eat the package. Just one of the funniest things I am. And of course, Kirk laughing his ass off and Mutt saying, well, of course, they're all you got. Steve was outstanding when he would call. And he said recently, we talked about it, he said sometimes he'd get nervous and he always sounded so natural, and you just hear that voice and go, what? So, and you knew it was off to the races.
Oh yeah, it was gone. Jesus.
Yeah, I miss the Kirk scream laugh. Like the wild chimpanzee laugh. He would really find something funny quickly, and he
slapping the desk.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope for some good news tomorrow, 8:00.
Just hope we hear that he's doing well and that he's getting healthy and getting the help he needs and that he's with his family.
Have you guys seen Portnoy? Speaking of healthy, have you seen Portnoy?
Ooh, yeah.
Shit.
It starts with a D and ends in F bed.
Wow. Oh my God.
Kirk was off by that much.
Yeah. A few months.
I gotta
still
give
hanging
Portnoy
in
credit.
there, but Jesus,
he drives me crazy, but he is a freaking evil genius sometimes. Penn took a beating. Did you see that?
Yeah, yes. and he came on looking like garbage, and
right?
he's still like busting COVID's balls. I like Portnoy more and more.
Yeah.
Yes, like somebody had said, if the stock price of Penn National is dependent on Dave Portnoy, then people are stupid. And they're right. Yeah. That's not Portnoy's thing,
Yeah. Right.
But he's a guy who eats a watermelon a day and drinks champagne with watermelon. Sounds disgusting.
Oh, he's pouring it all over himself when
was
Jesus Christ.
Trust me, when the camera's not on, he's drinking it out of a whore's vagina. We know this.
Yeah.
Man.
In between, snorting Adderall and hey, at least he's not afraid to call his own people out. And since you brought up Portnoy, when's the last time Ellie Schnitt tweeted?
Oh, no idea.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's been like 6 weeks.
All I can think, I wonder if
I have. So sometimes she tweets out at like 11 p.m. It's like, I'm deleting.
She does?
This. Yeah, she goes, I'm deleting this, but I miss everyone a lot, and then she like deletes like 10 minutes later.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So do you guys think that's from Dave, or do you think it's self-imposed?
Well, I think I honestly believe that Dave and Erica both really understand that they have something special with Kirk, and I think I'm sure she got not a talking to in a bad way, but just don't call this guy and his fans all racists, And then on top of it, I think all the Minifans, whenever she'd say something, the Minifans were right there, with a suck my balloon knot right back to her, So I think the Minifans can wear you down as
I mean, you get thousands and thousands of Minifans that will buy merchandise, that will go to shows, that will
that's the other thing.
I don't know, contribute. There's, I mean, and when part of Barstool, when you fucking say fuck them, essentially, then we'll say fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, what's good?
Dave,
good for the goose.
Dave always says. Dave always says he's there to make money. He's there to make money, and he doesn't. He has his guys or his crew, because it does include women as well. But he's there to make money, and he runs his business the way he wants to run it.
I mean, out of all the podcasts on Barstool, and maybe Pardon My Take obviously makes a boatload of money.
And who's on that show?
Jesus.
Say it.
His name PFT commenter. He's pretty good. I like him.
I don't even know.
There's the other guy there.
Anybody else there?
No.
Kevin from
Small Dog.
Somebody from Chicago, maybe.
Oh, Big Cat. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Well, again, those guys are really good at what they do. So if we're looking at it as like a Barstool, but I mean, besides them, there might be a few of them, but I'm pretty sure that the Kirk Minihan show is up there with merch sales. And
I believe it slowed down. There was a time where there was that little mutiny, and even I'm like, do we buy stuff again? Can we buy? I think if Dave and Kirk and Erica commit to a long-term thing, you're going to see a ton of stuff come out, and people will buy. But I think there's some kind of a gap right now in their relationship. I don't know what it is. Maybe when Kirk comes back and figures things out.
But I wonder, Kevin, does I even bought a lot of merch. I've only ever bought KMS merch from Barstool. Is there a lot of merch that each show has? I know Call Her Daddy is very, very popular with merch, but like TJ, what's that show?
Pardon My Take.
No.
Yeah.
Do they sell a lot of merch?
Pardon my French, it's called.
Yeah. Do they sell a lot of merch that's particular to their show?
Pardon My Take does. Yeah, absolutely.
It does. So I
saw a kid walking down on Old Orchard Beach today with a Saturdays for the Boys shirt.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know if you guys have noticed this.
That's huge. Yeah.
I get Barstool pop-ups on other social media. And, it's always a merch pop-up.
Yes,
there's never Minihan stuff on there.
No,
but the point I was going to get to is, is it possible that Kirk doing these shows in like Saco, Wilbur, you name it, the events that he does that drive maybe as much revenue as some of the merch that this? And obviously,
I think it will. I think it will over time.
I will, eventually. But like Madawaska, I mean, that was 150 tickets. That's it. It's nice, but it's 150 tickets.
Here's the other thing. I think if Kirk and Erica and Dave really do tie the knot, you're going to see merch tables at every event. We've seen nothing of that sort so far.
Right.
No.
Right.
And a guy like
Kevin,
Steve,
what kind of knot would that be?
Who's a selling machine. What?
What kind of knot would that be?
Probably a tightly wound balloon knot.
Attaboy. Never let us down.
No.
Tightly wound, a waxed, bleached balloon knot.
There you go.
So I got my final.
What are we showing
us,
by the way?
I gotta get mine a little more cleaned up.
Oh yeah.
I had mine done, so I'm ready.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Nice. Was it bleached? bleached?
Yes.
How long did it take? Just like my teeth.
Jeez, I don't know. It's like
4
5
hours.
minutes of standing in the shower and 2 minutes my wife pouring Clorox. That's the way they do it, right?
Yeah,
You could do
hemorrhoids. No more.
Yeah, burn them right off your body.
Burned.
You get
That's the way you bleach it, right?
Get a little poly dent on a toothbrush and
Yes.
really get inside all the
crevices.
Get right up. Yeah, you make sure you get it all. It just is
let it see the sun.
The small little valleys.
I had a quick conspiracy theory.
Sure.
So I try not to get involved, even though I feel bad for Carano. With all the guys attacking Carano, and it is it's like a life mission of these guys to I don't know want to beat up or dox or belittle Carano. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I do.
And it's the same handful of guys. My conspiracy theory is this: those guys, Blind Mike Sneakers, there's Zonker, Phil, BA. They're all undercover agents of the Lamely.
Ooh.
You're saying they're all part of the Lamely?
Yep. They've infiltrated the system, and they're still trying to peel the skin off that poor boy.
Jeez.
Have you spoken with Governed by Fear or the Channel Zero guys about this?
No. Yeah, I think this needs to be discussed.
That is breaking news.
Even if just one of them is a Lamely undercover agent who's pumping info to everybody else to try to get people to hate and tear this guy down, that would be an amazing fucking effort by the Lamely.
So who is your prime suspect to be a Lamely?
It would have to be whoever was not around before the first Lamely incident. So I don't know how far their legacies go back. But it'd be that one guy who came in after the fact, infiltrated the organization, made friends, and to take down Carano. Wow.
That'd be that's mind blowing. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's shake weight mind blowing.
By the way, Kevin, I want to thank you for your comment before the show about Peter North, because I too am an admirer.
Yeah.
Not many people know.
No, that man had a gift from God. A gift from God.
Unbelievable to have that. Where would I be with something like that? Instead, I was fucking marred with an acorn. So,
as long as it's a strong one, buddy.
Yeah, it's strong. She's strong. Well, mighty oak. Last question for you guys before we get out of here. Have you been watching any sports?
Go ahead, Tim.
Hockey.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been watching.
So you watched the Bruins was on today.
Yep, I watched the Bees. I have not. I used to. TJ, you and I have talked about this. I love baseball. I haven't watched maybe an inning. I have no desire.
Kevin, how about you?
I have zero baseball, and I just now since the playoffs began. I'm back on board with basketball, and I try to catch every Bruins game that I can. I feel like that's like the last frontier of like genuine sports still for some reason.
I think it's the biggest thing that got us all together to start with was sports. All of us got together because of sports at some point. Yeah. I've been watching the Red Sox. Been watching them.
And how's that been?
Watching them get their shit pushed in night after night. Wow. It's unbelievable. But my newfound hobby of collecting newer baseball cards has actually made it a little bit more interesting to the fact where I can watch the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and be like, oh yeah, that's the fucking guy. Jesus, let's hope he does good. I have his rookie card,
That's Rocco Baldelli.
Yeah, let's do it. I've not got yet to get a Lou Maloney rookie card. By the way, I will get one.
You complain about bragging.
I know.
So,
yeah.
A quick question back to you guys on that. I love the hockey. I think the games have been pretty good. Kevin, so I'll ask you first. How have the basketball games even been? Is it like, hey, at least I get to watch something, or it's actually decent?
It's a fake crowd.
No, I've had to let go of my frustration with the announcing and the fake crowd, and the announcers are so bad. They act so phony and so like, how great this fake nonsense is. I that part I have to just block out. But the basketball itself, the Celtics have been fun to watch. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, I like it. I like watching the Celtics. I like watching the Bruins. Again, last night I was up late trying to catch the Kent Maeda for the Minnesota Twins. Had a no hitter through 8, and I was wicked excited. I was like, "Oh, I get to see no hitter," So they had it on in the fucking first pitch of the 9th inning. Fucking hit. Like, you fucking pricks. I waited for this bullshit.
What a loser.
So TJ, I've dipped in here and there, especially during the Yankees series, and I saw a lot of guys are wearing their masks in the outfield with no one around. So do you think that's affecting their ability to eye a ball, fly balls?
No, because they think about it, in October they'll wear one anyway because they're cold.
But not up over not up over their nose.
No, it's the same.
Like a neck girdle.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, you see this everywhere you go nowadays. You're either there's one person that's in the middle of a crowd. He's like, I don't need this fucking mask. People spitting on him and shit. And then you got the ones that are by themselves, fucking no one around within 800 fucking miles, and they got a mask on. I want to get the COVID from the leaf.
So,
you know what I mean?
So you don't.
Like the person driving their car with a mask on by themselves in the car.
Yeah,
what's going on there?
I saw the other day.
So we see. So
you don't think it's affecting their
I don't think so. No, not really.
Play?
I mean, but
they're not even winded in baseball. I can't see how it would affect them.
Right. And not only that, but sometimes you got to say, when you see the person in the car by themselves with a mask, it is stupid. Now I'm always like, why would they have one? Why would they could be an Uber or a Lyft driver. I understand that. But I mean, sometimes you're just like, why do you got a full helmet on? What the fuck is going on? So with that being said, do we think the NFL is going to have a fucking season this year?
I do.
Yes, I do.
Boy.
I'm with you. I do. And I will watch every game. How about you guys?
If they don't, we're going to have a cure for COVID real quick.
Yeah.
So, but college football, they've canceled. A few of them, and then petitioned
for the most part.
But
I'm from Rhode Island.
Ohio high school is having football.
Yeah. I know they just delayed the season again up here for football, and they're going to do selectively like cross country running, and diving or whatever. Yeah. All right. Those are on, but they're saying that. And right now, just to let you know, there's 0 is the number of COVID patients at the largest hospital in Maine.
Maine Medical.
0. Yes.
Well, that's good. That's great to hear.
Oh, you just jinxed them. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Yeah,
well, I mean, but there was a breakout in Millinocket from a wedding party where 24 people got it.
Yeah, but nobody got admitted.
Yeah, I know. This is the whole thing, is that it affects people so differently. So it's very hard to
It's real. But
I think everybody in Madawaska had it.
So back to your question about, do you think it's going to happen? I think it's going to play the full schedule, and I also think that people are going to just get fed up, and it's going to be a matter of we're going to have fans.
Go ahead. I don't think there's going to be many fans. But
are either of you guys boycotting football?
No, what? No,
boycotting football at all?
Boycott the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No, like watching the Pats. Any reason to boycott? Same here.
No boycott.
No.
What a great organization. Okay, they got rid of Tom Brady, but what a great organization otherwise. Complete opposite spectrum of the fucking Boston Red Sox. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
so, that's the reason I asked TJ.
Treats them the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Treats them like assholes.
Well, we all know where that
when they're trying
from,
to fucking help everybody out. So Vladimir Putin did steal Robert fucking Kraft's ring, by the way. Just letting you know.
Yes, he did
at one point.
Yes, he did. That's right.
If there's anyone that I would ban, that's why I ban. There's no watching the Red Sox in my home. People come over, friends, family. You will not turn the Red Sox on. You might as well.
What a fucking shit organization!
Exactly, and
these fucking beat writers trying to fucking. Excuse me for a second. They're trying to justify Alex Verdugo over Mookie Betts. Well, go fuck off. Mookie Betts was a fucking player. You know,
if Kirk didn't talk about how duplicitous and scummy this organization was,
no one would know.
Yeah, no, we'd still be getting the Bob Ryan. This is such a great organization, and even Shank. You know,
Dan Shaughnessy's blowjob, a fucking
Go back and read. And I will say, Shank's a good writer. He's a very good writer, but you got to understand it's Shank, and there's always an agenda. So anybody that Shank crapped on, I now think that guy was probably a decent guy, or a woman, because Shank took everything very personal. And I think back to
again the Globe and the Sox like this. So if anybody writes for the Globe, it's automatically me thinking that it's pro Red Sox no matter what. So with that being said, guys,
time to wrap it up. Gary Callahan, you want to say anything?
Actually, my wife sent me this. This is the funny thing.
I think he might be drunk.
What did Gary say? Vote Biden? What did Gary say?
Get your hands off my crotch, Gary. It's reaching over.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what he's doing right now.
Guys, thanks for having me.
The president's husband.
Oh.
No, the funny thing was my wife even sent me this. The Globe.
Oh, the Globe is putting out something about Kraft's ruling. Yeah.
Nice. Well, hey, Kevin from Bristol.
Gary, I was looking more for a discount type of
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you for filling in this week.
A pleasure.
It was
always a pleasure.
Nice little round table discussion about a myriad of topics.
You know, I always say I love the Minifans. I love you guys. You guys, if you ever need a Bristol middle-aged, maybe more than that man to help you out in any way, let me know. I'll come running.
Sure. I need to bleach my asshole at least twice a week. So
I'll
just going to say the same.
Oh, that's a bad job.
Kevin, thanks for jumping in.
Anytime.
We may never see Steve from Providence again.
Maybe not.
We may never see Menners again, but Steve will show up.
People are dropping off.
All right, and let's hope for some good Kirk stuff.
Yes,
I got a feeling. I got a feeling in the cockles of my heart.
I know he doesn't believe in religion, but I'm going to pray that he's healthy. That's all we want.
Even in the colon. We
got cock and colon and praying at the same time. Good night, everybody.